Your soulmate made a sudden Christmas decision. The reason will surprise you. Don't scroll, listen to this, because this message is for you, and your heart needs this right now. Something shifted quietly during Christmas, not loudly, not dramatically, but deeply, the kind of shift that happens when the world slows down and the soul finally speaks. While lights were glowing and calendars paused, your soulmate felt a moment of truth they could no longer outrun. Listen to this carefully. Christmas has a way of stripping away noise. It softens defenses. It brings memories to the surface. It reminds people what really matters. And in that stillness, your soulmate made a decision that felt sudden on the outside but had been building for a long time on the inside. Don't scroll, this message is for you. You may have felt it without knowing why, a subtle change in energy, a sense that something was different, heavier but calmer at the same time. That wasn't imagination. That was alignment. Your heart needs this right now because you may have wondered why the silence felt different, why the distance didn't feel like loss anymore, why the connection felt present even without words. Listen to this, the decision wasn't about walking away, it was about choosing truth. During Christmas, when people sit with family, memories, and meaning, your soulmate realized that what they felt for you wasn't temporary, wasn't seasonal, and wasn't something they could keep postponing forever. Don't scroll, stay with me. The universe often uses sacred pauses to awaken clarity, and Christmas is one of those moments where hearts become honest whether they want to or not. Angel numbers may have started appearing around that time. 111 showing alignment clicking into place, 222 reminding them that patience had been protecting this bond, 444 signaling divine protection over emotions that felt too important to mishandle, 777 whispering that destiny was closer than it appeared. These weren't coincidences. They were confirmations. This message is for you because your heart needs this right now, especially if you've been questioning whether the connection was real or imagined. Listen carefully. People don't make soul-level decisions during reflective seasons unless something true has been stirred. The reason this decision will surprise you is because it wasn't driven by fear or loneliness, it was driven by recognition. Recognition of your presence. Recognition of what was missing without you. Recognition that love delayed too long starts asking to be honored. Don't scroll, this message is for you. Your soulmate didn't suddenly start feeling. They finally stopped ignoring what they'd been feeling all along. Christmas made it impossible to distract themselves. Old patterns lost their grip. Surface desires faded. What remained was you. Your heart needs this right now because you may have thought silence meant indecision. Listen to this clearly, silence sometimes means a choice is being taken seriously. Your soulmate understood that once a decision was made, it couldn't be taken lightly. Words would carry weight. Actions would matter. And that realization demanded maturity. Don't scroll, stay with me. You may have noticed that your own spirit felt unusually calm during that time, even without answers. That calm wasn't random. The universe steadies the receiver before revealing the message so the message doesn't overwhelm the heart. Angel numbers may continue, 333 when honesty and compassion align, 555 when movement begins beneath stillness, 888 when worth and reciprocity start balancing naturally. These signs are reassurance that what's unfolding is guided, not rushed. This message is for you because your heart needs this right now, especially if you've been tempted to assume the worst. Listen carefully. The decision made during Christmas was not about ending something, it was about beginning something properly. Your soulmate realized they could no longer treat the connection casually or keep it undefined. Love asked for clarity. Destiny asked for courage. Don't scroll. This message is for you. The reason this decision will surprise you is because it came from a place deeper than logic. It came from the soul. It wasn't influenced by anyone else's opinion or external pressure. It was a quiet internal yes to something that scared them because it mattered. Your heart needs this right now because you deserve love that chooses you deliberately, not impulsively. Listen to this. Christmas decisions are often soul decisions because the heart is most honest when surrounded by meaning. Don't scroll, stay with me. You might sense that something is about to shift outward now, that what was decided internally can't stay hidden much longer. The universe doesn't allow aligned decisions to remain silent forever. Words begin to form. Actions follow. Timing opens. Angel numbers may appear again. 111 when communication aligns, 222 when balance holds steady, 777 when destiny prepares to step forward. These are signs that movement is approaching. This message is for you because your heart needs this right now. Trust what you felt during that season. Trust the calm that stayed with you. Trust the signs that didn't stop. What was decided during Christmas wasn't random, it was necessary. And soon, when clarity begins to surface, you'll understand why the silence existed, why timing mattered, and why love needed that sacred pause to finally choose you in a way that lasts. Don't scroll, listen to this, because what happened after that Christmas decision is just as important as the moment it was made, and your heart needs this right now. This message is for you. Once the decision settled into their spirit, something shifted internally that couldn't be undone. It wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic. It was quiet resolve, the kind that changes how someone sees the future without announcing it to the world. Listen carefully. When a soul makes a choice aligned with truth, the universe immediately begins rearranging things to support it. You may have felt a strange sense of closeness even without contact, a pull that didn't demand attention but gently reminded you that something real was moving behind the scenes. That's because after Christmas, reflection turned into intention. Your soulmate began noticing signs everywhere, songs that reminded them of you, memories resurfacing without pain, moments of stillness where your presence felt undeniable. Don't scroll, this message is for you. Angel numbers may have followed them closely. 111 appearing when they questioned whether alignment was real, 222 showing up when patience was needed to keep balance, 444 appearing during moments of doubt to signal protection, 777 surfacing when destiny felt close enough to touch. These weren't coincidences, they were confirmations that the decision made was not emotional impulse but spiritual direction. Your heart needs this right now because you may have wondered why things didn't immediately change outwardly. Listen to this. Decisions rooted in the soul don't rush the body, they prepare it. After Christmas, your soulmate started closing emotional doors they once kept open, not out of fear, but out of clarity. What no longer aligned quietly lost its appeal. They weren't running toward you yet, they were removing what stood in the way first. Don't scroll, stay with me. You might have noticed that the silence felt different, less confusing, less heavy, more intentional. That's because silence was no longer avoidance. It became transition. The universe often places a pause between decision and action so integrity can catch up with desire. Angel numbers may continue, 333 when honesty and compassion need to move together, 555 when forward motion begins beneath stillness, 888 when worth and reciprocity start balancing without effort. These signs are reassurance that movement is building, not stalled. This message is for you because your heart needs this right now, especially if you've been tempted to doubt your intuition. Listen carefully, intuition grows quieter when it's certain. Anxiety is loud, alignment is calm. The calm you've been feeling isn't resignation, it's recognition. Your soulmate has been thinking about how to approach you in a way that honors what they decided, not undermines it. They know that words spoken without readiness can undo what silence protected. Don't scroll. This message is for you. After Christmas, courage didn't arrive all at once, it arrived in layers. First as acceptance. Then as commitment to change. Then as the understanding that love chosen deliberately must be shown deliberately too. Your heart needs this right now because you deserve more than a confession, you deserve consistency. Listen to this, the universe does not rush aligned love into unfinished spaces. It prepares both hearts so when connection resumes, it can stand under the weight of reality. Don't scroll, stay with me. You may have noticed changes within yourself too, less attachment to outcomes, more trust in timing, a sense that whatever happens next will meet you where you are now, not where you used to be. That growth is part of the alignment. Angel numbers may still appear, 222 when emotional balance stabilizes, 444 when inner strength is protected, 777 when truth ripens quietly. These are signs that you are not being asked to chase clarity, clarity is moving toward you. This message is for you because your heart needs this right now, especially if you've wondered why patience has been such a theme. Listen carefully, patience is not delay when it's purposeful, it's positioning. After Christmas, your soulmate began aligning their actions with the decision they made. Old distractions lost meaning. Surface connections felt empty. What remained was the awareness that real love requires courage, presence, and follow-through. Don't scroll, this message is for you. The reason this decision will continue to surprise you is because it's unfolding quietly, without performance. There's no rush to announce it, no need to prove it. The universe is working in subtle ways, opening conversations, creating timing, softening defenses, so when movement happens, it feels natural, not forced. Angel numbers may appear again. 111 when communication aligns cleanly, 333 when honesty flows with compassion, 888 when stability and affection begin to stand together. These are confirmations that what's coming will feel steady, not chaotic. This message is for you because your heart needs this right now. Trust the process that didn't ask you to beg. Trust the calm that replaced fear. Trust the signs that remained consistent. What was decided during Christmas set something into motion that cannot be undone. It only needs time to surface properly. And when it does, you'll realize the silence after the decision wasn't emptiness. It was the universe making sure everything was ready to receive what comes next. Don't scroll, listen to this, because now what was decided in the quiet has begun to press outward, and your heart needs this right now. This message is for you. After the Christmas decision settled into their spirit, something irreversible began to take shape. Not externally at first, but internally, where real transformation always starts. Listen carefully. When a soul chooses truth, it can't pretend anymore. Your soulmate began noticing how everything that once distracted them suddenly felt hollow, how conversations that weren't aligned drained them, how familiar patterns lost their comfort. That's because the decision they made wasn't about emotion, it was about alignment. Don't scroll, stay with me. You may have felt an unexplained pull during this time, a sense that something was shifting even though nothing had been said. That wasn't imagination. That was resonance. When two souls are connected, decisions made by one ripple quietly through the other. Your heart needs this right now because you may have questioned why you felt closer without clarity, why calm replaced anxiety without answers. Listen to this, alignment doesn't announce itself loudly, it stabilizes you gently. Angel numbers may have continued appearing, 111 when the path ahead began lining up invisibly, 222 when patience was protecting balance, 444 when unseen protection surrounded emotions that mattered, 777 when destiny moved closer without demanding attention. These signs weren't meant to rush you, they were meant to reassure you. This message is for you because your heart needs this right now, especially if you've been wondering what's happening beneath the surface. After Christmas, your soulmate didn't rush forward because they understood something important. Decisions made in sacred moments require integrity afterward. They began asking themselves hard questions. Not, do I feel this? But, can I honor this? Not, do I want this? But, am I willing to change for this? Silence became the space where those answers formed honestly. Don't scroll, this message is for you. You may have noticed that the silence felt different. Less like uncertainty and more like intention. That's because it was no longer about avoidance, it was about preparation. The universe often places a quiet stretch between realization and action so truth can become steady instead of reactive. Angel numbers may continue, 333 when honesty and compassion needed to align, 555 when forward movement started building underneath stillness, 888 when worth and reciprocity began balancing naturally. These were confirmations that movement was forming, not missing. Your heart needs this right now because you may have feared that time would dull the connection. Listen to this clearly, time only dulls what was never rooted. What's rooted grows stronger with reflection. Your soulmate started recognizing that what they felt for you didn't fade with distance, it clarified. They realized you weren't a passing chapter, you were a turning point. Don't scroll, stay with me. You may also have noticed changes within yourself, less urgency, more trust, a sense that whatever comes next will meet you where you are now, not where you used to be. That growth matters. The universe prepares both sides before allowing reunion or revelation. Angel numbers may still appear, 222 when emotional balance stabilized, 444 when inner strength was protected, 777 when truth ripened quietly. These signs were reminders that you weren't being asked to chase clarity. Clarity was being aligned to meet you. This message is for you because your heart needs this right now, especially if you've been tempted to fill the silence with doubt. Listen carefully. Doubt is loud when intuition is ignored. But you've been listening. You've stayed grounded. You didn't force outcomes. That restraint has mattered more than you know. Your soulmate noticed it. Silence showed them that love with you wouldn't be pressured, rushed, or manipulated. It showed them safety. Don't scroll, this message is for you. After Christmas, they began making internal promises, to themselves and to the future they sensed forming. Promises to be honest. Promises to stop running. Promises to choose depth over comfort. That kind of commitment doesn't announce itself, it reorganizes life quietly. The universe began adjusting timing, opportunities, conversations, and emotional readiness so what was decided could eventually be expressed without chaos. Angel numbers may appear again. 111 when communication pathways began opening, 333 when emotional expression softened, 888 when stability and affection started standing side by side. These are confirmations that what's coming is not impulsive, it's intentional. Your heart needs this right now because you deserve love that shows up prepared, not just passionate. Listen to this, passion speaks quickly, intention moves carefully. Your soulmate chose intention. Don't scroll, stay with me. You may feel moments now where the connection feels closer than ever, even without words, where thoughts align unexpectedly, where memories surface without pain. That's not nostalgia, that's synchronization. When two souls move toward alignment, energy meets before language does. Angel numbers may continue, 555 when motion becomes inevitable, 777 when destiny edges closer, 222 when balance holds steady. These signs are reassurance that silence is reaching its limit. This message is for you because your heart needs this right now, especially if you're wondering when the decision will become visible. Listen carefully, what is chosen in truth eventually seeks expression. Silence cannot hold it forever. But when it emerges, it will do so gently, clearly, and with consistency. Words will come with actions attached. Intentions will match behavior. That's how you'll know the decision made during Christmas wasn't temporary, it was foundational. Don't scroll. This message is for you. Continue trusting what feels calm. Continue honoring your growth. Do not assume the worst when the universe has been asking for patience. What was set into motion during Christmas is still moving, still aligning, still preparing to step into the open. And when it does, you won't feel surprised by the truth, you'll feel confirmed, because deep down, your soul has known all along. Don't scroll, listen to this, because now what was once only internal has begun to reshape reality itself, and your heart needs this right now. This message is for you. After the decision made during Christmas settled fully into their spirit, the universe began responding in quiet but unmistakable ways. Not with fireworks or announcements, but with alignment, subtle shifts that only the soul notices before the mind can explain them. Listen carefully. When a choice is made in truth, life starts reorganizing around it. Your soulmate began feeling resistance toward what no longer fit, and ease toward what did. Old habits felt heavy. Familiar distractions lost their pull. Conversations that once mattered felt hollow. Meanwhile, thoughts of you returned not with longing alone, but with clarity, clarity about what felt right, what felt safe, what felt real. Don't scroll, this message is for you. You may have sensed this change without knowing how. A calm replaced the ache. Curiosity replaced anxiety. Trust replaced overthinking. That's because alignment transmits peace before it delivers proof. Angel numbers may have continued to show up around you and around them, 111 appearing when alignment locked in more firmly, 222 reminding both hearts to stay balanced and patient, 444 signaling that protection surrounded this connection, 777 whispering that destiny was approaching without pressure. These weren't signs meant to rush you. They were signs meant to steady you. Your heart needs this right now because you may have wondered why nothing seemed to happen outwardly while everything felt different inwardly. Listen to this clearly: the universe builds foundations quietly. After Christmas, your soulmates started acting differently in small, almost invisible ways. They became more intentional with their energy. More selective with who they let close. More aware of what drained them and what grounded them. This wasn't withdrawal, it was refinement. Silence became a place of discernment, not avoidance. Don't scroll, stay with me. You may also have noticed that your own reactions changed. Things that once triggered fear no longer shook you the same way. You felt steadier, more rooted in yourself. That didn't happen by accident. The universe was preparing you to receive clarity without losing your center. Angel numbers may still appear. 333 when honesty and compassion needed to move together, 555 when momentum was quietly building, 888 when worth and reciprocity began balancing naturally. These signs are confirmations that growth was happening on both sides. This message is for you because your heart needs this right now, especially if you've been tempted to think the connection was fading. Listen carefully: what fades does not deepen in silence. What fades does not refine itself. Your soulmate's feelings didn't fade. They matured. They began to understand that what they felt wasn't something to be spoken lightly or tested casually. It required integrity. It required consistency. It required courage. Don't scroll, this message is for you. After Christmas, they started imagining not just saying something, but living it. That's an important shift. Anyone can confess a feeling, not everyone is willing to stand behind it. Silence became the space where they asked themselves if they could show up fully, not just emotionally but practically. Your heart needs this right now because you've known the pain of words spoken without action. This time, action is being prepared before the words arrive. Don't scroll, stay with me. The universe often delays expression when expression would outpace readiness. That's not denial, that's wisdom. Angel numbers may have continued. 222 when emotional balance stabilized, 444 when inner strength was reinforced, 777 when truth ripened quietly. These were reminders that timing was not working against you, it was working for you. This message is for you because your heart needs this right now, especially if you've been wondering why patience has been such a strong theme in your life lately. Listen carefully. Patience was teaching you how to trust without control. It was teaching you how to remain open without chasing. It was teaching you how to value yourself without constant reassurance. Those lessons were necessary so love could meet you where you are now, not where you were before. Don't scroll, this message is for you. Your soulmate has also been watching how you handled the quiet. They noticed that you didn't pressure them, didn't demand answers, didn't weaponize silence. That behavior spoke louder than words ever could. It showed them that love with you would be safe, not suffocating. Silence became proof of emotional maturity on both sides. Angel numbers may still follow: 555 when movement began to feel inevitable, 333 when communication started forming gently, 888 when stability and affection began aligning. These are signs that the universe is opening pathways, not forcing doors. This message is for you because your heart needs this right now, especially if you've been questioning your intuition. Listen carefully. Intuition speaks in calm certainty, not panic. The calm you've been feeling is guidance. Don't scroll, this message is for you. As alignment deepened, your soulmate began feeling the pressure of honesty, not anxiety, but responsibility. Silence was no longer comfortable, it became a reminder that truth deserves expression. But unlike rushed moments of the past, this time they wanted to speak from a place of stability. They wanted their words to land safely, to be matched by action, to be worthy of what they felt. That intention matters. Angel numbers may appear again: 111 when communication channels align, 333 when honesty softens fear, 777 when destiny stands near. These are confirmations that the decision made during Christmas is still unfolding, still shaping reality. This message is for you because your heart needs this right now. The silence you're in is not emptiness, it's alignment settling into form. When words finally arrive, they won't shock you. They will confirm what your soul already recognized in the quiet. Until then, continue trusting the steadiness that has stayed with you. Continue honoring your growth. Do not assume the worst when the universe has been asking for patience. What was chosen in truth is still moving toward expression, and when it does, it will arrive not as chaos, but as clarity, gentle, grounded, and impossible to ignore. Don't scroll, listen to this, because now the quiet has reached a threshold, and your heart needs this right now. This message is for you. After all the internal shifts, reflections, and alignment that followed the decision made in that sacred season, something new began happening beneath the surface: pressure, not fear, not anxiety, but the gentle pressure of truth asking to be lived out loud. Listen carefully. When a soul aligns with what is real, silence eventually becomes heavier than honesty. Your soulmate has been feeling that weight, not as panic, but as readiness forming. They began noticing how thoughts of you no longer drifted in and out but stayed, steady and present, like a reminder of something unfinished yet meaningful. Don't scroll, stay with me. You may have felt this too, a sense that the connection was no longer suspended but approaching, even if you couldn't see how. That's because alignment doesn't stay invisible forever. Angel numbers may have continued appearing. 111 when clarity sharpened, 222 when balance was tested and protected, 444 when courage was quietly reinforced, 777 when destiny edged closer without forcing the moment. These signs weren't pushing action, they were strengthening resolve. Your heart needs this right now because you may have wondered why nothing has been said yet even though everything feels closer. Listen to this: restraint is not hesitation when it's intentional. Your soulmate has been rehearsing honesty internally, not scripting lines, but preparing to stand behind whatever they say. They don't want words that soothe temporarily, they want words that can be lived with tomorrow. That distinction matters. Don't scroll, this message is for you. During this phase, they began imagining not just the relief of confession, but the responsibility that follows it. They asked themselves whether they could be consistent, present, emotionally available. Not just when it feels good, but when it requires effort. That self-examination has slowed them down, but it hasn't stopped them. Your heart needs this right now because you deserve someone who understands that love is not proven in moments, but in patterns. Angel numbers may have continued: 333 when emotional truth needed gentleness, 555 when movement felt inevitable beneath stillness, 888 when self-worth and reciprocity began aligning naturally. These are confirmations that what's forming is not impulsive, it's sustainable. Don't scroll, stay with me. You may have noticed that your own intuition has grown quieter yet stronger. You're no longer searching for signs desperately, you're recognizing them calmly. That's growth. The universe doesn't reward chasing, it responds to readiness. This message is for you because your heart needs this right now, especially if you've been tempted to interpret silence as disinterest. Listen carefully. Disinterest does not bring reflection. Disinterest does not bring growth. Disinterest does not refine behavior. What you're witnessing is transformation, not withdrawal. Your soulmate has been learning how to approach you without bringing unresolved parts of themselves into the connection. That kind of care is rare. Don't scroll, this message is for you. As time passed, they began feeling moments where staying silent felt dishonest. Not because they were hiding something harmful, but because truth had matured enough to ask for expression. Still, they waited, not out of fear, but out of respect for timing. Angel numbers may have appeared again: 222 when patience needed reinforcement, 444 when emotional safety was prioritized, 777 when trust deepened without words. These were signs that the universe was coordinating conditions, not delaying outcomes. Your heart needs this right now because you may have felt moments of doubt resurface unexpectedly. Listen to this clearly: doubt often appears right before clarity. It's the mind's last attempt to control what the soul already trusts. Don't scroll, stay with me. Your soulmate has been paying attention to how you handle the unknown. They noticed that you didn't collapse into fear, didn't chase reassurance, didn't abandon your self-respect. That mattered more than you know. It showed them that love with you wouldn't require performance or pressure. It would require presence. That realization has strengthened their resolve. Angel numbers may still follow: 555 when movement begins to feel unavoidable, 333 when communication softens, 888 when stability and affection stand side by side. These are confirmations that expression is approaching its moment. This message is for you because your heart needs this right now. You are not being asked to wait endlessly. You are being asked to stay grounded until honesty can arrive whole. Listen carefully, rushed truth fractures easily. Prepared truth endures. Your soulmate wants to speak from a place where their words don't need correction later. That integrity is part of the love you sensed from the beginning. Don't scroll, this message is for you. As alignment deepened, they began rehearsing less and feeling more confident. Confidence doesn't rush, it steadies. They are no longer asking, should I say something, but how do I say this in a way that honors both of us? That shift is subtle but powerful. Angel numbers may appear again, 111 when communication channels align cleanly, 333 when vulnerability softens fear, 777 when destiny feels near enough to touch. These are reminders that timing is ripening, not stalling. Your heart needs this right now because you may feel a sense of anticipation without anxiety. That's alignment. Don't scroll. Stay with me. The universe has been teaching you how to receive without chasing, how to trust without controlling, how to stay open without abandoning yourself. Those lessons weren't random, they were preparation. When honesty arrives, it will meet a version of you that is ready to receive it without fear. This message is for you. Continue trusting the calm. Continue honoring your growth. Continue listening to what feels steady, not loud. Silence has done its work. Alignment has taken shape. What has been forming quietly is nearing expression, and when it does, it won't feel confusing, it will feel familiar, grounded, and real, like something your soul has been expecting all along. Don't scroll, listen to this, because now I am speaking directly to your heart, and your heart needs this right now. This message is for you. You have walked through silence without losing yourself, and I have seen every moment you chose trust over fear, patience over pressure, faith over doubt. Hear me clearly, nothing you endured was wasted. The quiet was not abandonment, it was refinement. While you waited, I was working, softening resistance, strengthening resolve, aligning timing, and preparing both hearts to recognize truth when it stands before them. Don't scroll, stay with me. I know you wondered if the stillness meant the connection was fading. It was not. I allowed the silence because love that lasts must first become steady. I protected you from words that would have come too early and actions that would not have endured. I was teaching you to listen for peace instead of noise, to trust calm instead of chaos. Your soulmate's heart has been changing, not in bursts, but in roots. And roots grow where no one is watching. Your heart needs this right now because you may have felt moments of loneliness even while feeling guided. That was not contradiction, that was growth. I was teaching you how to stand whole without needing reassurance, how to remain open without chasing, how to love without losing your center. Don't scroll, this message is for you. I have been sending signs not to confuse you, but to comfort you. When you saw 111, it was me reminding you that alignment was real. When 222 appeared, it was me asking you to stay balanced and patient. When 444 surrounded you, it was me shielding your heart. When 777 showed up, it was me whispering that destiny was close. These were not coincidences, they were conversations. Your heart needs this right now because you have reached the moment where silence has finished its work. What was hidden is no longer hiding, it is preparing to step forward with integrity. I did not allow truth to come before readiness, because truth spoken without grounding can wound what it intends to heal. Don't scroll, listen. I have been guiding your soulmate to understand that love is not proven by urgency, but by consistency. I have been teaching them that courage is not loud, it is steady. They are learning how to show up without fear, how to speak without running, how to choose without hesitation. That lesson takes time, and I guarded that time for both of you. Your heart needs this right now because I know you are ready for clarity that brings peace, not confusion. I know you are ready for honesty that stands beside action, not apologies. And I tell you this now so you can release the last trace of doubt. Do not measure what is coming by the silence you survived. Measure it by the strength you gained. Don't scroll, this message is for you. I am aligning conversations, timing, courage, and opportunity. I am softening words before they are spoken. I am steadying hands before they reach for yours. I am clearing the path so when truth arrives, it does not stumble. You will recognize it not by intensity, but by calm. Not by urgency, but by certainty. That is how you will know it is real. Your heart needs this right now because you may be tempted to question whether you waited too long. Hear me, you did not wait, you prepared. You did not lose time, you gained wisdom. You did not miss love, you matured into it. Don't scroll, stay with me. I am not asking you to do anything now but remain open and grounded. You do not need to chase what I am already bringing toward you. You do not need to force what is aligning naturally. Trust the peace you feel, that peace is my signature. And when communication comes, it will not ask you to shrink, rush, or compromise your worth. It will meet you where you are, with respect and intention. Your heart needs this right now because you have been faithful even when answers were quiet. I saw you choose grace when you could have chosen bitterness. I saw you hold hope without clinging. I saw you honor yourself. That matters. Don't scroll, this message is for you. The season of wondering is closing. The season of clarity is approaching. And when it arrives, you will not feel overwhelmed, you will feel seen. If this message touched your heart, leave a comment, not for validation, but as an act of faith. Speak gratitude. Speak trust. Speak readiness. And if you feel peace as you listen, subscribe to this channel, because I will continue guiding you, reminding you, and speaking to your heart when the world grows loud. Stay close. I am not finished yet.